Welcome, everybody, to iHeartland. I'm Carissa Thompson from the Calm Down podcast with Aaron and Carissa. Let us be the first two to welcome you to our special event here at iHeartland. We are excited to be here for a fun holiday edition of our show. Big thanks to our partner, State Farm, for helping bring everything you see here at State Farm Park to life.
So our podcast is all about the conversations you would have with your friends when you think others aren't listening. It's like a text chain put into a podcast.
We're here today to help you get into the holiday spirit with a special version of the Calm Down podcast. We'll chat about what we're doing to feel festive this holiday season, including some of our favorite holiday memories and traditions and what we look forward to most around the holidays. Oh, and of course, we can't celebrate the holidays without a special reading of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So let's get into it. So, Aaron, I know you feel the same way, but I immediately feel like it's Christmas when I put the tree up, and I was so good this year. You were even like, what are you doing? I would think it was up before Halloween. Put the lights up. I also love watching holiday movies. I am a lifetime Hallmark gal. Any of those cheesy movies I absolutely love. And, of course, we cannot forget The Holiday. I think I know, and so do you, every word to that movie. That gets me in the spirit. I also have special holiday cookies that my mom and my grandma and I used to make when we were growing up, which reminds me I actually need to start making those because I have the recipes somewhere. But yeah, I used to be someone that waited to do all the decorations, and now the sooner the better for me for the happiest season of all.
So mine is kind of the same way. I got home and it's not even Thanksgiving yet, and my husband has Christmas vacation on. So how does that not get anyone in the mood? Another thing I like to do, and I really wanted to do it today, even though it's not even Christmas time, is light a Christmas candle. I've got a couple favorites. That pine candle is ridiculous. It makes our fake tree seem like a real tree with how wonderful it is. Decorating the tree is always, the first thing to do for us to just feel fa la 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 la-ish. But I got to find that damn ribbon. And I got to figure out what the hell ribbon it is for. We got to put ribbon on first before you do the ornaments.
Oh, you have a process?
Yes, you can't not have the ribbon on before the ornaments. So
what? There's rules to this?
Yes, because you can't do the ornaments and then hang the ribbon. The ribbon has to be on first. But then I'm like, am I going for a plaid this year? Am I going for a glittery gold? What's the thing? And also,
yeah, you have to have a theme.
Yeah, the craft store is just, I can't do it. It gives me the shakes and the sweat, so I'm not going to do it. Another one, music on in the kitchen. The Celine Dion Christmas album, the Mariah Carey, the Bing Crosby, the Perry Como. It gets me in the mood.
So some of my favorite holiday traditions growing up was always watching It's a Wonderful Life with my dad after I came home from church on Christmas
Get through
Eve.
that whole movie. I just can't. It's
You
really
can't?
long. Is that thing 4 hours?
Oh my God, bah humbug. It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets her wings. Okay, well, look, I will give you the abbreviated version. It is a story all about you don't realize how great your life is until it's taken away, and then you realize that your life is exactly how it should be, and it's just adorable. Okay, you watch it in the daytime then.
I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble for saying this. Who's the actor? He's really good looking.
Oh, yeah, I forget his name in this. I should know it too, but I've never been good with that, which is why I don't work in entertainment. I never knew any of the actors. I was like, that's Brad Pitt? But yeah, it's just one of the best movies. So I'd always watch that with my dad when I got home from church. Then I would also, my mom had James Stewart. Thank you, Ryan. I don't know if we're allowed to shout out Ryan in this, but we will, our wonderful producer who always fills in the blanks. But yeah, James Stewart, hot. And the actress is beautiful. Anyways, I would also... one Christmas, I opened up all my Christmas presents early. My brother and I did. And my mom found out because she only used this certain kind of wrapping paper. And we thought we were going to be able to get away with rewrapping it. But then there was no more of that wrapping paper. So we got caught on that one. But it was always a tradition. My mom would have a theme for the Christmas tree. So if the tree was green, it'd be green wrapping paper. If it was gold and silver, it was silver wrapping paper.
I love this. Wait, an update on It's a Wonderful Life. It's only 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I guess not too long, but it was for me at the time. A couple favorite traditions that we have in our house to get us ready to go. This is when I was younger, and I thought this was so cute. But it also shows how cheesy our family was. My dad used to get these whole they were Christmas Christmas paper bags, and you would put the candles in them with the whatchamacallit, like you would put the sand at the bottom of the bag, and then you would put the Christmas candle in them and light up your driveway and sidewalk with them. And our entire like neighborhood would do that. So we thought that was really fun. Also, watching Christmas Story with Ralphie was a
Yes.
time.
Mhm.
And the Nutcracker on Christmas Eve, also really, really fun. And do a like a whole, my sister and I would turn into a whole lyrical situation.
That doesn't surprise me. So another one of my traditions growing up was we had this "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" book, and it was so, wait for this word, Aaron, tattered.
Whoa.
The edges of it were all like torn up because we would read it every night, wait for it, before Christmas. And it was so special. In fact, I still have the book. Maybe I'll gift it to Matt. He'll love that. But
Mm.
I love reading this story, and it just brings up so many memories of me when I was growing up. So without further ado, what do you say we read this? I will start us off. And drum roll. Give me a Clark Griswold drum roll. Trrrr.
We actually never read this in my house.
Really?
I mean, I know it, but we didn't really
Oh
read
my
it.
God. Well,
Yeah.
settle in for a long winter's nap because I am about to read
Okay.
you the first stanza. "'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. To the moon on the beds of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer."
I'm nervous because we don't do this in our family. I'm kidding.
All you have to think about is Christmas Vacation because he's
I
reading
do.
it.
That's what I am. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. And he whistled and he shouted and he called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and I was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and then turned with a jerk and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. You have to help me with these two ones, Chris. Are ready? But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all.
And to all a good night. Now, my remix was Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. So feel free, anyone that's listening, to take liberties with that last line. But isn't that such a sweet story? I love this. I just got in the holiday mood.
Yeah, but you can tell who is reading it for the first time. I'm actually excited about being home for Christmas. I land at midnight on Christmas morning from our game. I'm so excited about that. I know my child will have zero clue what's going on, but my big child, meaning his father, will show him the ropes of ripping through packages. It takes my husband less than 5 seconds to rip through his stocking, all the presents, and he gets annoyed that everybody doesn't do it as fast as him. But I also, this is a holiday tradition, Our family extends Christmas for like 3 to 4 days. We're
What?
unwrapping gifts, yeah, for like 3 to 4 days. It's just what we do. It's our thing. My kid is going to be like, what in the heck is going on?
Yeah, I'm with Jared. I rip all that stuff open really soon. But you know what I love? And my mom still does this. Stockings. I'm a big
Oh,
stocking
yeah.
gal, and she would wrap
Hmm.
every. And now I have a great appreciation for it because I hate wrapping things.
Yeah, so do
This
I.
gal would wrap like every little thing she'd put in the stocking, like chapstick or band-aids. And then we would always get one of those little oranges. What are they called? They have a name, the little oranges. Samoas?
Are they the
Mandarins, like
mandarins?
little mandarin oranges or whatever. The company, I think, is Samoa. I don't know. There's probably various kinds.
Cuties?
Cuties. Yeah, I like those ones. We'll go with that. I always got one of those in my stocking. But yeah, I'd rip open the presents real quick. Or, as I told you before, would even do it weeks before Christmas. Naughty. But I'm looking forward to coming over to your house on Christmas because Steve and I
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
children and Steve wants to dress up like Santa.
Sure.
So I am excited to spend the holidays, even briefly, with the Andrews and see Mac in all of his Christmas glory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Also, one more holiday tradition I did not point out that I love so much. My mom makes every present look like a present in Whoville. It's so like
Come on.
done up. The wrapping paper is like an art project, and the bow is like 7 feet tall and fluffy and like curly. So, my mom, because she's been spending it out in California or Montana with us, sends us like 2 weeks before she comes to town boxes of her pre made bows that we just rip out the glue
Stop.
gun and we stick them on all the presents so we look like we live in
Oh,
Whoville.
that is really
True
cute.
story.
One other thing I love is my mom going back to, since this is jogging, you heard me, jogging my memory. My mom would always wrap the presents from Santa in a different wrapping paper. So it looked like, ooh, Santa showed up. And it always had a different wrapping paper. So, like, as an adult, I'm like, oh, I need to pretend like Santa still came. For anyone listening that thinks Santa's real, he is. But if you know that he's not real, then you know. I want to leave cookies out and that just like would eat them. Like now thinking back on it, my dad would just crush all the cookies. And I was like, oh, Santa loves these kind. No, Scott Thompson loves those kind. So many good memories and so many more to make. We are wishing on behalf of everyone here at the Calm Down Podcast, everyone being Kurt, Ryan, Aaron, and I, happy holidays. Be safe. And don't forget when things get hectic during the holidays to calm down. It's the happiest season of all.
Calm Down with Aaron and Carissa is a production of iHeartRadio.